is going on, everyone? Mega here from Mega Exciting 6 Openings, and welcome to a new video. The links are in the description, and if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button to receive updates when I post new videos. And you can also follow me on Twitter to receive updates for when I'm working on new videos. And you can also check out my Discord, Mega Reality Marvel. The link is in the description. Now, in the past, I've done Ren'py tutorial videos before, but this time I decided what I would do is that I would do like a full, like basic tutorial video on like not cutting up into basic parts, like just doing it like basically doing everything that I've done up till now all in one video. We're going to be covering how to add sprites, how to add music, how to let me think what else. Add sprites, add music, how to create a route, and that's about it. And you can also like go into your settings in Ren'py and like edit the basic settings to customize your game. But we're not gonna be doing that in this tutorial, because this tutorial is just to like do a little basic game so you can see. It's sort of like an introduction. So first off, what we're going to do is when you have Ren'py open, you're going to go to create new project, and I'm just going to call this YouTube, and I'm going to set it to English. And so I'm just going to choose any random theme. Let's choose the black one, and as you can see, you have a lot of choices to choose from. Let's do dramatic flash. Okay. And so now on the desktop, you actually have a game on the desktop. And if you launch your project, this is what you get. You get just the theme that you chose. It says the name of the game, and you have a working main menu. And if you click Start Game, you just have this. You've created a new Ren'py game. Once you add a story, pictures, and music, you can release it to the world. And that's it. And so that's a bit bland. It's not even like an actual game. So let's add some stuff to it. So first, let's open up our script file. And this is your script file, which is where we're going to be doing all our editing. But before we do any editing, we have to open up our game folder. If you open up your YouTube folder, you'll see a folder called Game. You're going to open that, and you'll see a folder called Images and Saves. Don't worry about those, because I don't know why the new version of Ren'py did this, that they added this in. I guess so you can customize it more, but I tried adding my images to there, and it just caused me errors, because Ren'py doesn't search your image folder for your images. It searches your game folder. So there's no real point in having this. I don't even know why it's here. So I would just recommend just putting everything in your game folder. Don't even worry about those folders. Just put everything in your game folder. And so, as I said, Ren'py scans your game folder for everything. So you're going to want all your resources in that folder. And I have a couple resources on my desktop right here. These are some sprites that I just downloaded, and so I'm just going to drag and drop them into the folder. And I also have a music that's from my actual game project. So I'm going to open that up. Okay, and we're back. And so before I recorded this video, I actually forgot to put it on my desktop. So now, once you have a music, you're gonna just drag and drop it into your game folder, just like the sprites. And now we're good to go. So now let's open up our script file. And so here's our script file. And so you'll see these hashtags with text that are red. These are comments. The Ren'py doesn't actually like read these. These are just for yourself. So anytime you just want like a little note, you just put the number sign, and then just whatever you want to put, like this is a note, for example. Yeah, and Ren'py won't read that because it's a null, or it's actually called a comment. So after the comments, you'll notice that there's an area that says image. These are where you declare all your images, like your sprites, for example. And like basically any image that you're declaring, you're always going to use the keyword image before you declare it. So let's declare some images. These are going to be our sprites. So character 1. I'll just call this one character 1. And you're going to set it to equals, and then in the quotation marks you're going to put the name of the file and the file type. I don't actually remember what the file type was called, and so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to copy and paste. No, actually I'll rename it to image 1. Okay, so as I said, to declare a sprite, you're just going to do image, the name of the variable that you're going to be using, and you're going to put the file type. So image1.ping image character 2 equals image2.ping, and so on. And I'm just going to copy and paste this so three more times, so I don't have to type it so many times. Do that. That's 4 times. Okay, and then you're just going to change, and then I'm just going to change this to 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and also change the variable name to 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So now once that's done, we actually have sprites that we can use in the game. So now let's go down to our define area. The define area is where you define like your custom transitions and your text boxes. I actually covered a video on custom transitions in a previous video, and you can check that out. The link is in the description. So we're going to go to define. Since I'm just declaring some text boxes in this one, I'm just going to do like cc1 equals always do character, and I'm just going to and then you're going to, after you do character, you're going to do parentheses, which are your parameters, and you're going to, and inside these single quotations, is going to be the name of the character. I'm just going to call this one bread woman. And the color is going to be what you want the color of the text to be. And then you end the quotation. Okay, and now we're going to copy and paste this so we can don't have to type all this again. This is for the second character. And this one, I'm just going to call her Queen because she looks like a queen. And now let's create one for the main character as well. You know what? Actually, I'll just copy and paste that. And let's change this to main. And I'll change this to protagonist. Not very creative, I know, but all right. And now that that's done, we can actually start coding our game. And now we're going to delete this. Now notice that there's something here called label. Everything, the thing about Python is that it's an object-oriented programming language. So everything is organized into labels, and labels are your class objects. So anytime you have a programming statement, it has to be inside a label. You can name your label whatever you want, but but it has to be inside a label. It cannot be outside a label. So keep that in mind. And you always end it with a return. Return just means the end of the label, and returns can be used to return it to the main menu. So what we're gonna do is, oh man, I actually forgot. I forgot to add a background image. So let's do that. There we go. All right, now we can use it. And oops, wrong place. Yeah, you have to declare it here because it's an image. I'll just call it living room equals living room dot, I believe it's a JPEG. So now that we have our sprites and a background image to use, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna, anytime you're showing any type of image, in order to show it, can you guess what you're gonna do? It's very simple. You're just gonna type show, and that's basically it. Yeah, and then you're just gonna type living room, because that's the name of the variable. Show living room, and I should fix this because I feel that's gonna cause an error. Okay, and now what we're going to do is that we're going to do some dialogue. So I'm going to type main, and so this is going to call the main character text box because I named it main. And in order to put some dialogue, all you're going to do is add some quotation marks. And if you want it to have a quotation marks inside the text box, what you're going to do is / excuse me, and then whatever you want to type. But this one isn't going to have, I'm not going to do a quotation marks in this text box. So after I woke up late, I hurried downstairs. And ran and saw the two girls. And quotation marks. Okay. And now we're going to show both the sprites. So we're going to do show, and the first one is character 1. Now you're technically done doing it this way. However, if you just do it like this, it's just going to appear out of nowhere. It's not going to look nice. So if you want it to fade in, you're actually going to do a transition, which you're going to do it by with dissolve. You can customize this with a custom transition, and to do that, you're going to go into the define area. I actually covered this already in my custom transition tutorial, so you can check that out. The link is in the description. And actually, now that I think about it, we should add some music. So let's go back up here, and let's do play music. And let's see what the name of the song is that I added. It's called feelinggood.mp3. Okay. .mp3. And if you want it to fade in, you just do fade in. And the number that you put after is how many seconds you want it to fade in. So let's just do 2 seconds. And let's show the other character. This one is character 3, I believe. Yeah, character 3. So let's add some dialogue for the characters. So the first one is CC1. And let's add a quotation mark to this one. And that's how you add quotation marks. After you do the forward slash at the end of the sentence, you're going to do a forward slash and double quotation marks. And now let's do some dialogue for the main character. Yeah, I know. I overslept. And so this one, all right, and now let's say all right, and now that our second dialogue is gone, let's do some more dialogue for the main character. And this one, let's not do some quotation marks because I actually want to do this one as if the character is thinking. So let's do suddenly. There we go. Okay, so I'm typing here. Suddenly I realized I can only go with one girl as my car is a two-seater. So, but who should I go with? So now what I'm going to do here is that I'm actually going to create what's called a menu. A menu is your choices that the player can make in the game. So let's do menu. So what we're going to do is we're going to do menu, and then we're going to do quotation marks, and inside the quotation marks are going to be the text for each of the choices that the player is going to have. So what you're going to do is that you're going to type the choice. So go with breadwoman. And then underneath this, you're going to do a jump statement. Jump is going to tell Ren'py that when the player clicks on go with breadwoman, you're going to jump to a particular label. So let's, I know that this label hasn't been created yet, so let's just call it breadwoman root. It doesn't have to be like this. But this is just like the way I styled it because I'm used to C++ and Java, and that's how you declare your variables. So, but you can name it however you want. It doesn't have to be like in that particular style, but that's how I like to do it. And then the second choice is going to be go with queen. And this one's going to be jump queen root. We're going to create the first label. Label bread woman root. And it's going to be a colon. And now we're going to do some dialogue. I'm sorry, queen. I'm going to go with bread woman. CC2. And this is going to be the dialogue for queen. And let's do some more dialogue. Oops, forgot the quotation marks. CC2. You're so mean. Baka. Whatever. And now that's going to be the end of this room. Now, remember to always have the return. And so let's create the second room. There we go. Label queen root. Now you can have this all organized into separate files, but for simplicity, I decided to just keep it all in one file. And now let's just copy and paste this. Because it's going to be like basically the same exact thing. I'm going to go with queen. And you know what? You know what? I actually forgot. I forgot to do something important. The hide statement. Hide character 1. This is gonna hide the sprite, so you can use a new sprite. Oops, not capital. So no wait, wrong file. This is why you name it good. Hide character 3. Show character 4. And then here we're going to do hide character 4. Show character 5. Well, I understand. Well, I understand. And we're not going to need this one, so let's just delete it. And let's do hide character 1 and show character 2. Now there is a function in Python in general called the scene function, where you can actually create scenes and which automatically does the show and hiding for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. But to save time, I decided to just do it this way. And that's basically it for this game. So we'll just do return. All right, and we're done. And there's still an issue. So you can actually, I don't think there's any way I'm gonna fixed it. So I'm just going to do this as is because the only way I'll be able to fix it is if I go into my image editor and like actually manually fix it. But yeah, so let's just move on. And you can see a typo here, but whatever. Yeah, I know, I overdid it. Well, are you ready to go? They still fail. Suddenly I realized I can't go. Alright, I go. And now we have it. So we go first. I'm sorry, I'm really good for me, vodka. And so now let's do the other choice. And there we go. We have a sort of working game, but yeah, there were a couple of issues which you can fix in your image editor, but that's gonna do it for now. So yeah, this has been Mega from Mega Exam X Openings, and I will see you again next time. Bye.